What's up, everybody? It is your girl Rosa. Before we get into today's video, I want to give a big shout out to today's sponsor. This is the skirt that they sent me. I absolutely love this skirt. It's like a shorts type of vibe. I got it in black because black is where it's at. If you know me, you know black is my vibe. It is super comfortable and literally the really good material. You can also find them at amazon.com. They're also on TikTok Shop and everything else. I will link all the information down below in the description box so you can purchase as well. And let's get on today's video. What's up, everybody? It is your girl Rosa, your fave. Hope all is well. As you can see from the title of the video, we are having a sit down video. What's going on? We are going to get ready together, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a rush. I have a meeting for my son's school, so let's get ready together. Let's get started. If I'm looking to my side, it's because I have my mirror here. I no longer have my vanity. I gave that to my daughter, so I'm going to work with what I can. We are in a rush. We are in a time crunch, babe. I'm gonna come on here and have some girl time with you. I feel like I haven't had like a sit down and chit chat with you guys in a minute. Like, it's been a hot minute. And it's my fault, you know. Motherhood has been taking over my life. It is literally, I'm so busy. I'm so busy. And then to add it on, I went and got a dog. But she's been well worth it. Like, she is literally the sweetest dog ever. So pretty much what I've been wanting to talk to you guys about is postpartum. My postpartum journey is not going to be the same as everyone else's postpartum journey. I'm literally taking it day by day, and I get like everyone's like, oh, you know, you'll come out the funk and, you know, things will get better, and oh, don't worry about your body. I've created a beautiful life and stuff like that, and I get it. And I know you guys are trying to give me words of encouragement. I appreciate that 110%. I do feel like it's not genuine of me to be like, yeah, I have these certain feelings and I'm not being transparent with you guys. Everyone postpartum journey is going to be a lot different than others. Trust me when I say I've did this 3 times. I know what I was, you know, should be expecting, and it is what it is. As of right now, day by day, I'm not going to say that I'm in the best of spirits, because I'm not. I'd be lying to you, and I'd be doing you guys, like, I'd be fronting. I'll be putting up a front, and that's not the type of person I am. I'm not a fake person. I can never fake my emotions. When I tell you I'm very blunt about how I be feeling, I'm gonna tell you. Like, you have full transparency in me, because if I can help somebody going through something as well, I'm going to do that. Just chilling, like, we're taking it day by day. As of my whole body situation, literally, I'm gonna continue trying to diet and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to make more time for myself, like I have been. Sometimes I feel discouraged, which is why I don't stick to what I know like will help me, but it is what it is. I'm going to try my best, and that's all I can really do, is try the best that I can. I'm not gonna keep forcing myself to, if I'm just not willing to do it. Like, I'm not gonna go to, you know, that I've been taking some classes for pole. I'm not gonna do these type of activities if it's just not for me. So I'm trying to get out of my funk. I'm gonna do the best that I can, and that's all I can really promise myself. At the end of the day, taking it day by day is what's been helping me, like, go on. I had asked you guys to ask me questions a while back, and I ended up never doing the Q&A, but I did want to like touch on some subjects that I did see in the Q&A questionnaire that I put out. A lot of you guys want to know how is co-parenting for me. If you don't know, I have 2 other children from someone else. And how is co-parenting? Co-parenting so far as a married woman with another child, has been easy. I'm not gonna say that it has always been this way. Trust me when I say me and my children's father has been, we've been through some stuff. We've been through some stuff, and we've grew as two individuals, two separate individuals. He did his own growing, I did my own growing. But yeah, everyone always asks me like, oh, why do you seem so unbothered? And to be honest, it's not that I'm unbothered. We've grew apart. I've spent a long time with that person, and it was just better off that we weren't together. Like, we seemed to just fall apart when we were together, and there was some decisions that he made during our relationship and after our relationship that made me view him in a whole different light. But you know, with therapy and forgiveness and just for the sake of my own sanity, I literally let that go. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Thank God I let that type of hate and hatred go, because to carry that burden for someone else, yeah, you're gonna literally lose yourself in the midst of that. And I'm telling you now, it's just not worth losing the growth that you have as an individual. Now, one thing about me, and he can vouch for me, is that when it came down to our personal, like, I set up boundaries. When it came down to our personal lives, I told him that I was not interested in knowing his personal life unless it has to do with relationship wise. But I care that he's in a relationship. I just need to know who is going to be around, you know, the kids and stuff like that. So if anything got serious, he needed to tell me so that I can not even really meet her, just introduce myself so that they know that we have a respect boundary. It's just a co-parenting situation, and that is that. I thought at first he was like gonna be like, yeah, no. But yeah, he took to it very well. He respected my boundaries as I did with him, and that's how we co-parent. We literally respect one another. I don't talk down to him, he doesn't speak down to me, and we speak about the children and the children only. I don't get in his business, he doesn't get in mine. Like, even when I got married, he didn't even know that I was getting married. My son sent him a picture and he's like, oh, why are the kids so dressed up? And I'm like, oh, it's my wedding, like, I'm getting married. And when I had a baby, I didn't tell him. He literally just seen me really big one day and was like, asked my kids, oh, is mommy having a baby? And they said yes. So I just, you know, I don't intervene with his personal life and his personal thing that he has going on, and he doesn't intervene with mine. And that is how we co-parent. Again, we keep it strictly about the children. There's no reason for him to know my business, and there's no reason for me to know his, unless it has to do with if you're in a serious relationship with that person, then that person's gonna be around the kids, and that's a whole different thing. He's met my husband, he's shaken hands with my husband when me and my husband moved in together as just a boyfriend and girlfriend situation, and it's been years now. So yeah, we literally keep it, you know, respectable, and that is all. It did take a long time for us to get to that type of situation, but it is what it is. I also wanted to touch on YouTube situation. So I want everybody to know that I do this YouTube stuff out of a hobby. Like, it was a hobby that I picked up, and I knew that I wanted to just like record some certain things of my life. And I'm like, okay, well, I can record and do makeup, and I can sit there and chit chat. And then people wanted to get vlogs out of me. They were saying that they wanted to know me a little bit better, because on social media you can be perceived a certain way. And at the moment, I wasn't posting like my children, my relationship. I wasn't posting basically my business. I was kind of off like on a private type of vibe. I've always been a private type of girl. Like, even my wedding was personal, private, my kids' parties, like stuff like that. I just am that type of way. I've always been an independent woman and I've always liked my space. So if we do not have like a personal relationship where we're close, where I feel like I have to invite you to like my children's parties, my weddings and stuff like that, like I'm not gonna do so. I'm not gonna put up a front for your benefit. So I lived a private life. I'm skeptical about trying to start YouTube because I knew off of the rip that I was going to have to be very open, very vulnerable with you guys into my day-to-day, especially being a mother, which is something that I am very proud of. Like I take pride in being a mom 1010%. Being a mother is one thing. Like I've done a lot of wrong in my life, but being a mother is something that I feel like I do very well, and no one can ever sit here and tell me that I'm a bad mom. Like no, I eat motherhood up, okay? And I'm proud of that. I have a very close relationship with my children. My children tell me everything. They also confide in me. They look for me when they're hurt, when they're scared, when they need someone to talk to. And that is the type of relationship I wanted. Say that I, didn't have that myself. Like I felt like I couldn't go to my parents for certain situations. I knew that I wanted to have a different relationship with my children differently than what I had with my own parents. At the end of the day, parenting is something that I am really good at. I feel like you can sit here and say, no girl, you suck at parenting, and I'm gonna be like, you know what, that's your opinion, that's great. I'm taking it day by day with the YouTube situation. I feel like when I get inspired to do videos, sometimes I overwork myself because I'm like, oh, I'm inspired now, let me put this video out because I'm inspired, and let me film this video today because I can edit it later on, and then I overwork myself that way. Lately, because of my postpartum and because I'm not feeling so hot as an individual or just like in general, I feel like my passion is not really there. And that's not just with YouTube itself. My passion's not really there with cooking, reading, with working out, with doing my hair, doing my makeup and stuff like that. Like sometimes I feel like I force myself to do certain things just so that I don't feel bad or make myself feel bad, to do that often. But yeah, I'm taking it day by day. Postpartum is not going to be easy, and it's going to take a while for myself to feel like myself. And I know that because, again, I've done this multiple times. But this time, for some odd reason, I feel like the funk that I have, and I don't know if it's because I'm more active now and I'm more of aware of my feelings and my self-help, where prior I would like just shut myself down. Wasn't diagnosed with bipolarism. I wasn't diagnosed with anxiety. I wasn't, aware of my whole mental situation. Literally got myself busy. Like I worked several jobs. I was a single mother because at the moment my kid's father wasn't around. He was incarcerated. Like I literally had no choice but to keep busy. I wasn't able to allow myself to feel anything other than sadness or anything other than what I felt. I feel like I'm on a standstill when it comes down to my craft, and that could be, hard to even like get out of for anybody. The fact that I don't feel 100% my best is, something that I just have to go through day to day. Literally, like I said, do this for fun. I enjoy making content and stuff like that. And what upsets me is that people got me messed up when it comes down to making comments about my family. I did touch on this in a prior vlog. If you don't watch the vlogs, I just tend to keep my family close to my heart, and I'm scared to share certain things with certain people because I feel like it is perceived in a whole different way. And I'm just at a point where I just don't give a F. Like I can care less about your opinion through a screen, or what you feel about me, or how I parent, or what's going on, or so and so. Like, at the end of the day, people are going to be bored with themselves and they're going to be bullies, and it is what it is. Like I can't do anything about that. I literally did this makeup so freaking fast. Yeah, I wanted to come and get ready with you guys. I also want to touch on other subjects as well. So this is the finished look that I got with my quick makeup. I got dressed, I put my accessories on, but I did want to continue and finish the video with you guys. I also went and got a little coffee. It is 9 in the morning, so no adult beverages here, but we're gonna continue with the video. I also wanted to speak about some points that people have pointed out to me. People are also asking me, like, what do I see for my future and what do I see myself doing? I really just want to continue in the medical field. I also want to continue with YouTube. YouTube is definitely, like I said, a passion of mine. Want to own a house soon. I have been speaking to my husband about either moving from here, or if we're gonna stay another year here, it would have to be so that we can save for our house. I just know right now the market for purchasing a home is absolutely insane. So I don't know if I'm going to be purchasing a home anytime soon, but it is on my wish list, so fingers crossed for me. But yeah, that's neither here or there. I do have really big goals for myself and for my children. I always want to provide a better life for my kids. And one thing about me, and I don't know if this goes hand in hand with my OCD, but once I have something in my head, I have to do it or I have to pursue it. Because if not, I'm just not happy with myself. I want to talk about friendships because I got this question a lot. How do you maintain a friendship that you had for years? Now, when I tell you, I've had long-term friendships like 18 years plus, and we do not speak on a day-to-day. They can tell you if they're watching, they can write down below. Do we speak every day? No, but I know our friendship is solid because when we do link up, it's like nothing's ever been missing. We don't skip a beat. We just catch up. We don't be like, oh, you didn't call me for my birthday or this and that. You know, we understand that we're all mothers. Some of us are not mothers. I have a guy best friend. I have a gay also best friend who, you know, is a mother herself as well now. So it's like when people sit here and be like, oh, like, how do you maintain long-term friendships? Babe, I just have real ones. And meeting new friends, like, I'm very closed off. I don't meet new people. I literally stay in my house all the time, and I just enjoy my own company with my family that I personally created. And I don't like to bring people into my world or into my bubble because I feel like sometimes you get the bad idea. You get bad energy, you get bad vibes. You can meet somebody and you think that they have good intentions, and then the whole time sis is hating on you, or, you know, old boy is talking about you and stuff like that. And bringing that type of negative energy into your home is literally insane to me. Like, people are just okay with doing so, and that could never be me. So I am very cautious on who I bring around my children, who I bring into my home. I'm not by any means saying that I am not open to meeting new people. I literally talk to you guys as if you guys are my best friends. Like, this is my safe haven. Like, YouTube is kind of like my little diary. I do tell you minimal stuff because sometimes I feel like you guys judge the crap out of me, and if I'm like as real and open and honest, you guys will be like, wow, I see this person as a whole, like in a whole new light and stuff like that. But sometimes I think that certain things or certain situations should only be for me and not for YouTube. So listen, I don't know. Coffee break. I don't know, there's something about me making my personal Starbucks at home. It hits the spot every time. Okay, so when it comes down to meeting new friends, I'm, like I said, I'm open to it, but don't get it effed up. If you screw me over, or if you think you're about to talk about me, baby, old Rosa will be knocking at your door so quick. And that is my problem. Like, I don't know how to act. I really don't. I feel like I did a lot of growth within myself, but people tend to forget that even though you're growing as a individual, as a person, certain situations can take you out of character. And messing with my kids, my mans, my money, my home, you'll catch these hands real quick without a blink, because I'm okay. I'm good. I'm okay, you know? I look back at my YouTube videos and I see like the ones from when I first started YouTube. First of all, quality, sis. I don't know what the hell you were doing. But with seeing my YouTube now, the growth within myself, like I've seen like when I first started YouTube, mentioned this prior, but I was going through it mentally. I was trying to find myself. I was trying to get my life together. I was in a brand new relationship with my husband. I was dating prior, so we've talked about that. I was going to therapy. I was literally doing all the work that I can do for myself. I got a new job. I started my new job. I moved out of my home. I got into this home. I got in 2 new cars. This is my 3rd one. I've gotten 3 new cars. I took off on YouTube a little bit. Like I feel like I'm still at a standstill when it comes down to my YouTube. Like hitting that 1,000 mark just so that I can get paid for YouTube is hard, and I thought I was gonna hit it pretty soon, upcoming on 3 years. Like I've been doing YouTube for 2.5 years, and I'm still not there. I hope with certain content that you guys like me enough that you guys subscribe to my channel. But you know, not all people are gonna support, and that's okay with me. First time I actually got like seeked out YouTube. I went to go to my son's doctor's and I walked in and she was like, oh, for Azai, right? And I'm looking at her because I've never seen this woman before, and I'm like, yeah, how do you know? She's like, oh, I watch you on YouTube. See, like that is love and that's support, and I really appreciate that. Like I was stunned. I wanted to hug her. She was super sweet. She knew my son's name, and I like was like, wow, like people from my area are watching me and watching my videos and watching and like supporting me. That's something that you don't see every day. A lot of people around your area be like, oh, this girl thinks that she's gonna be rich and famous and stuff like that. And then when you get to a certain point, they're like, oh, F her. Like, oh, she thinks she's better than everybody. No, like I worked for all this, you know what I'm saying? But she was very nice. I went to go, this happened to me yesterday. I went to go to PetSmart to go purchase Phoebe some food. And when I tell you, first of all, the PetSmart that I went to was in my old hometown. So I'm like, okay, I'm bound to like see somebody that I know here in line. And I hear, Rosa, Rosa. And I just looked to the back. When I turned around, it was this man that I've never met in my life. And he was like, oh, I'm like, hi, like, do I know you? And he was like, oh, I have you on Instagram. I watch your YouTubes. And so, you know, now just being recognized and known for the, you know, the work that I am putting out here, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like doing the YouTube thing is worth it, and I'm trying my best to stick to it. I just know how I am. Sometimes I can get discouraged very easily and then fall apart and then be like, you know what, no, I'm gonna go back harder than ever. And I hope that I just get out of this funk so quickly so that I can pick up my A game. Yeah, guys, I think that's all that I'm gonna sit here and talk to you about. If you like this look, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, chit-chatting with me, getting ready with me. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join the fam. And I love you, and I'll see you next time.